Crystal, and this is Mike, and this is Michaela. We're the Murphy family. We've been attending Middle Valley for about 3 years now. Michaela was born on April 2nd this year, and shortly after that, we found out that she was diagnosed with Williams syndrome.
Williams syndrome is a genetic disease that affects 1 out of every 2,500 babies, and it can cause heart problems and lung problems and all kinds of developmental problems. And as of right now, we've really only been focusing on the heart problems. She has some holes in her heart and has some narrow valves, and we're seeing the cardiologist for those and just kind of playing it month by month and waiting to see how that unfolds. But everything seems to be going pretty good with her right now.
We saw the cardiologist, and he told us he suspected that she had Williams, and so we came home and looked it up on the internet and read about it. And at first, I guess it took a while for it to kind of sink in. And once we received confirmation from the geneticist, I think we had time to process everything, so it wasn't a shock or anything like that for us. But I remember just the unknown. You know, there's so much that we don't know, and we don't know about her, and we don't know about the future. And I remember that being the hardest part, is just not knowing.
My first thoughts were kind of the traditional, why would God do something like this? But very, very quickly, my thought process changed. We've been blessed to have a beautiful little girl who has brought so much joy into our lives. And, I thought back to several passages where, everything happened with Job, and his whole family was taken from him, his house, his land, everything was taken away from him. And it gets to the end of the book, and he kind of questions God, and God says, were you there when I created everything? Were you there from the beginning of time? I know what I'm doing. I'm in control, and your job is just to trust me.
We plan for things in our lives and expect things to be a certain way, and then, God changes everything, and just reminds us that He's in charge and that He's in control. And for us, that's very comforting to know that. And we are so excited to see how God is glorified through Michaela's life. And we just are so thankful that He gave her to us so that we can see that happen.